time it again. It is Wednesday, November the 27th, 2019. Wow, that was smooth. Okay, I'm going to tell a story today. I'm kind of stealing the story sort of thing, but it's to make an interesting point. What I hope this story will be a comment on is the idea that I run into over and over again is that I meet only with religious people, and into the discussion they get things mixed up and they make decisions about, without me telling them why I'm an atheist, for example. And also they make assertions that I have no morals, because how can you have morals if you're not praying to this God, believing in this God, or Jehovah or Yahweh, or whichever one of them. So it seems to be there's an underlying thing there that maybe running, I'm thinking mostly of Christians, but certainly the other religions do it too. If you're not a believer, you're not in the group, you're immoral, you're an unpleasant person, maybe not trustworthy, some of those things. So I want to tell, this story is about a leading atheist, at least in North America, and he's known indeed all over the world. I'm talking about Matt Dillahunty. He's on, maybe probably best known for hosting a show called the Atheist Experience, and it comes out of Austin, Texas. Sure, highly recommended, by the way. Now, the show is an interview show where they take call-ins from people, and they prefer to talk to theists, religious folks, and they, of course, discuss with these people. People can ask them questions and so on. They discuss with these people what they believe and why, and often maybe make whatever points about why that is irrational to believe, or whatever. They have discussions anyway. Now, Matt's the kind of guy, he's an ex-theist, was raised as a theist, 25 years, studying to be a pastor. He was into the shit. Everybody thought he was going to be a pastor and become a famous pastor. Instead, through studying the Bible and interacting with some interesting and intelligent people, the shortcut is he became an atheist, ended up an activist, and on this program that I'm talking about. Now, Matt, that story about his religious part of his life was ended, I don't know, like 20 years ago or something. So he has, as an activist, he's become very famous. He's debated people all over the world on the typical issues. Does God exist? Is Jesus real? And those kinds of, whatever the debate is. So he is really in tune with debating, and he knows the Bible like scary as an atheist, and he understands logic and reasonable thinking and fallacies and that kind of stuff. I've seen him debating with guys like William Lane Craig, maybe one of the most famous theist writers, apologists in the world. Ray Comfort, those kinds of guys. Matt debates and talks to these. So that whole point is to point out that Matt knows what the hell he's talking about, and don't mess with him or you'll get intellectually slam dunked for sure. If he catches you lying or being insulting for no reason, whew. Now, and he gives that reputation, and rightfully so. On the other hand, I've seen him be let people off the hook pretty good. But generally, you know, especially he reacts to accusations. If people say you're lying, or you really do believe in God, or you're going to hell, or you know, stand back because you're going to get lambasted, I mean intellectually. Anyway, the one show, caller. Hello, Maria. Yes, this is Maria. You said, okay, why'd you call in? What do you want to talk about? Well, my son asked me to call in, and I thought it would be interesting to talk to you. I'm a Christian, and I'm a believer, and I believe in Jesus. And Matt says, do you believe in the Bible? Yes, of course, I believe in the Bible. He says, well, how do you deal with things like, you know, like the Bible saying you should kill witches? And she says, the Bible doesn't say that. Matt says, yes, it does. Just read, you know, so-and-so chapter, I forget. But there it says, there shall not suffer a witch to live. So the lady is kind of taken aback and says, I didn't know the Bible said anything like that. Now at this point in the show, Matt smelled a rat. So he paused a second, he says, lady, is your son by any chance an atheist? And the lady said, well, yeah, he says he is. And Matt says, tell your son that I think he's a dick. And is he there? I'd like to talk to him. So sure enough, the guy comes on the phone. Well, most of the rest of the story is Matt skinning this guy like, you know, how could you do this to your mother? Well, my mother always talks about religion. Matt said, no, that's bullshit. You don't get your mother to, you know, she maybe hasn't read the Bible, to call in and talk to someone like me who is used to debating with the best theistic minds in the world, if you want to call them that, whatever. Guys with tons of education and degrees and so on. And he said, that's a disgusting thing to do to your mother. And the guy just all apologizing. Basically, they get out of that call. Yeah, Matt accused him of one thing. Why would you throw your mother under the bus like that? Anyway, you see, there's the point of that thing. Here's an atheist, Matt Dillahunty, talking to a theist, this lady that doesn't know her Bible very well, and then realizing, hey, whoa, there's something wrong here. Why would someone like her want to talk to me, you know, to discuss the Bible? So calls out, your son, is he right? Then tears a strip off the guy. So here we've got an atheist criticizing an atheist for being mean to his mother, basically doing throwing her under the bus sort of thing. And as far as I'm concerned, the moral of this story that I'm telling is that atheism is just one little thing. It's the fact that I don't have a belief in any deity. I'm not convinced that this thing, whatever it is you're talking to, that you call God or Yahweh or Josh, what's his name, Jehovah, Jesus even, whatever, Allah, I don't believe those things exist. That's, you know, that's all I've got there. So the point is, there's Matt defending the religious woman against her son, which I think he rightfully called out as being mean to his mother, you know, setting her up. I mean, it's fine for them to have conversation a little bit about talking about reading the Bible or something like that. But don't set her up to be slam dunked by a professional debater like me, Matt Dillahunty. That's just truly mean. So my point is that I think that's a great example of a well-known, upfront, activist atheist being a kind and gentle man. Well, he was kind and gentle to the Christian woman and kicking the other atheist's ass for being a jerk. I think that covers the whole point that I wanted to make with that story. It's because I've seen, if you watch Matt Dillahunty, or if you call into the show, don't make these mistakes. Don't say, I don't believe that you don't believe in God. I think you actually do believe in God. Don't say that, because that's called saying he's not being honest. And the other thing is, don't talk about atheism is a lie or you're going to hell, because you're going to find your ass sticking out of a basketball hoop somewhere, because he's going to drop kick you intellectually and in every way. So, okay, that's it for today. Let's see, the date is Wednesday, November the 27th, 2019. I'm Ed. This is Atheist, the Bird with No Cage, and I hope to see you again in another, albeit rambling, maybe, another video. Thanks very much. Bye.